So we heard you read from your first book, August Snow, which was published in 2017.
Yes.
This is your third in the series of well-received books with this main character, and there's currently an ABC TV series starring Keegan-Michael Key in development, which is very exciting. What's the journey from that beginning to this point been like?
It's been very gratifying and extraordinarily odd. I was genuinely pleased when Soho published the first book, August Snow. I could have died happy right then and there. But suddenly I have my literary agent calling me and saying, do you have time to speak with this producer next week, Tuesday at 2:00? After the second time we talked, he said, well, we'll talk again soon, and I hope you've come to a decision by that time. 2 months passed and no other phone call. And I had wondered what had happened to Harvey Weinstein. But that's just an example of how weird it's been. Wonderful. Trying at times, but strange.
The charismatic main character, August Snow, lives a complicated life, and he just happens to get drawn into a multiple murder plot involving ghost houses for international criminals and the CIA. What's it like to be inside this guy's head?
I wouldn't go inside this guy's head without a flashlight and a gun. Frankly, he would be happy just to stay at home and flip houses. But good people have intruded on his life. And for that, I think he's grateful. You know, after the first 2 books, I wanted to take the character deeper. I wanted to find out more about him and increase the risks for him, because he is a decorated former Marine, Marine sniper, and in that life, mistakes were made, and costly mistakes. Thank goodness he had the strength of a good family base. His artist mother and his Detroit cop father.
There's a long tradition of detective heroes like Snow, men who step outside the law to fight both organized crime and government corruption. Why do you think we gravitate toward, or maybe even need, complicated heroes like August Snow?
I think there's a need to find, I think we're always looking for a Superman or Superwoman that we can believe in, that somehow emboldens our own courage, and someone that is fallible, shows the fallibility of our own humanity, and rises above the challenge.
What is it that you want your readers to see in Detroit through August Snow's eyes?
I want to introduce a new way of thinking about Detroit. As I'm sure you folks know, the shorthand for Detroit is urban decay, black versus white, and extraordinary poverty, and sparks on an auto assembly line. Now, those 4 things exist, but there's so much more to this city. And there's so much more, especially now after the emergence from bankruptcy.